Hello everyone and welcome back. With a new preseason in full force, I'm here with a question. Does the new rune Press the Attack make Urgot into an Urgod? To start off, let's talk about the new runes and how they synergize with Urgot's abilities, especially Press the Attack. So here is the rune page I used. It's Precision with Press the Attack, Triumph, Legends Bloodline, Coup de Grace, and then for the second one I go Resolve with Demolish and Overgrowth. So here's how Press the Attack works. After 3 consecutive basic attacks, you deal 30 to 120 bonus damage depending on your level. And then, for 6 seconds, the same enemy takes 12% more damage from all sources. So, here's the question. Which is better? Do you proc it and then W? Do you just W? What do you do? Which is the best way to use your Keystone? So here's a quick little clip comparing the 3 different ways you can proc Press the Attack. As you can see, the best way to do it is to auto-attack 3 times, then use any ability like your E or your Q, and then immediately use your W, because your W lasts for 4 seconds and the Keystone lasts for 6 seconds. So you have just enough time to use either E or Q and then proc your W. So, as to be precise, if you can go for your standard EQW trade, of course you're gonna go for it, but in any other case, the best trade is to go for 3 auto attacks, Q, and then proc your W so you can get the maximum damage. If you're wondering about the build, I'm going for a standard Urgot build, and here it is. A few words about the runes. Triumph is very good because it restores 15% of your missing health, and as Urgot you have so much HP, you reach around 4000, and if you go for a little bit more you go around 5000. Next up, it's the legend ones. Now, there are 3 different ones. It's the attack speed one, the tenacity one, and the lifesteal one. I personally like the lifesteal one because you get more sustain in lane, but then again you can always go with the tenacity one if you feel that they have too much slows and too much CC. Basically, it all comes down to your personal preference and what you feel comfortable in. And for the last one, the precision tree, we have Coup de Grace, which lets you get the enemies faster in that 25% health threshold so you can use your ultimate and kill them. For the second tree, we go the Resolve. The reason behind it is that both runes scale off our HP and buff up our HP pool. For example, Demolish works off our maximum HP on how much damage we do to towers, so we're split pushing gold, and you will see that in just a little bit. And Overgrowth is based on our maximum HP, so we sit on lane, farm up, and then we suddenly have 200-400 extra HP from nowhere. So it's perfect for Urgot since it also scales up our W. So you might be wondering, is Press the Attack actually good on Urgot? Well, I have some statistics from a lot of games I've played with him, but do remember, almost all of them were versus counter matchups or ranged opponents, so I didn't have that much time to use all of my abilities, but I still did pretty well with it. So let's get to it. As you can see, depending on your opponent and if it's a counter matchup or not, you can get 2000 damage at minute 20. Now if the game drags on, you can go about 4000, maybe even 5000 damage. And of course, if it's an easier lane and you're the counter matchup or the opponent is a melee opponent, you can easily get to up to 6000 damage if it goes late, and about at minute 20 you can go 3000 to 4000 damage. Let's talk about the laning phase for a bit now. So you have a very easy time pushing for that level 2, which is a very big deal because if you're pushing you can poke him under tower, or if you want him you can get a bounce back so your jungler can gank you even easier at level 3. Now, I won't lie to you, you're probably not gonna have a fun time in the early parts of the laning phase, because if you don't get any jungle assistance or any kill randomly, you probably will be very weak, or you may be even losing your lanes. But, even in this clip that I'm showing you, I lost versus a Nautilus, but I played safe, I played smart and waited the perfect opportunity and came out on top and killed him. A major power point for you is when you get your first item, and that first item is Black Cleaver. It has a great synergy with Urgot's passive, which is his shotgun knees, plus a great synergy with his mastery, which is Press the Attack. So, you basically shred all your enemy's armor very quickly, and you deal extra damage with every ability you use. And for the last major point I want to make is about the Demolition rune. Now, it has a perfect synergy with Urgot since you build so much HP from your items and from your runes, and you take towers so fast, so I'm gonna show you a few clips about how fast you take these towers. For the rest of the video I will be showcasing you some of the highlights of my games with Urgot and this build. But just before we do that, I want to show you what happens when you ulti Tryndamere. I'll be honest, I thought he would need probably to ult first, and then if I ulted he would survive, but I guess he can ult while I'm ulting him or something weird like that. But without further ado, let's get into the clips.
Are you happy now? Are you happy now?
Thank you all so much for watching, I really do appreciate it. And don't forget to leave a like and comment down below with maybe any build you want to see, any champion with any mastery, anything about the video, and of course I have my own ideas that I will be showing you in future videos.